friends, it's Becca with Beautiful Mess Plans. I'm here to set up my July, and yes, you will notice that it is not my Hobonichi in front of me because I'm changing it up. So I've been using the Hobonichi. It is sitting right here though. I've been using the Hobonichi since sometime in February, end of January, I started using it. And the whole reason why I started using it is because I wanted to combine, I thought the idea of combining my planning with my journaling, I loved it. I loved just like one book. Well, it turns out I don't like it because I find that I censor myself more than I want to when it comes to journaling, so that when I'm showing it, you know, like there's less that I have to cover up, which is not beneficial for me if I have things that I need to get out of my head. And I store my planners and journals separately. And I may not always keep all my planners, but I will definitely keep all my journals. So it's one of those things that I needed them to be separate again. And as much as I thought about just waiting until the new year to do it, I decided that I didn't want to do that because I needed the change to happen now. So what I decided to do, and I played around with this in an old Hobonichi Weeks, is kind of like, could I set up a week? You know, could I use that as a weekly planner? Is it too small? And I set up like a past week that was like one of my busiest weeks in it. And then I've been using using it alongside of the cousin to see if it would work as my weeks. And it does. And I like the size. Also, just for my journal, I am actually going to an A5 Stology, just so you know. That one you will probably never see again, because even though it's part of my my use, it's for personal use. So just FYI, that's what I'm going to switch to, and I'll still journal the same way that I do. You just won't see it again. But I am switching to a Hobonichi Weeks. So I had this one already. This one, I've shown this before, is my health planner that I use. And I have loved it. I've loved the size. I've loved all of it. So I decided that I wanted to go to a Hobonichi Weeks for my just everyday life. So I went ahead and I got this one because it wasn't too expensive, because we're, you know, this far into the year. I got it on Amazon. I actually got the Japanese version, which I didn't really realize at the time. This one is in English. And it's fine if I decide that I like this and I'm going to continue into next year. Definitely going to get the English version because just personal preference. I didn't realize how much that I like the English version, but you know, I'm not going to buy a new one now. So we'll just, you know, carry on with this. And it's got the bunnies on the front, and this cover, I believe this cover, I've had this cover for a really long time. I think it's from a shop called like Butterfly Notebooks. I'd have to look. If I remember, I'll put a link to them in the description that I got this from. It was on Etsy, and it fits both of my things, which work great. I just put one in the front, one in the back, and you know, I can actually even, hold on. I can actually even open, and it stays open with both of them in there, which is really nice. So I'm going to use this and my Stology, and we're going to call it good. So we're going to set up July in here because this is what I'm going to start using in July. So I'm trying to think of where we start. Okay. So obviously I did not start this. This is a spring version. I guess I'll kind of talk to how I'm going to use it. So I did get stickers to cover up to make this so that, you know, cover here, you know, all that. But right now I just have marked when I need to take my Repatha, because that's easy enough. This, I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, so I don't know that I will. And then I went back and back planned the monthly pages, because I kind of wanted to play around with how I'd want to set it up, because I've not used this size before, and I kind of ended up doing it a lot the same because I was like, hey, this really works. So that's why these are set up. These are back planned. So this is the current month. And yeah, so then we have our weeks, which there's going to be a lot of unused weeks. I used it this past week just because I kind of wanted to continue to try it out while I'm using the cousin still. And then in the back, in the notes section, we have I'm gonna put in my 2023 goals that I have written out somewhere else. Just a brain dump. I have my book to-dos. I wrote a book. I do NaNoWriMo every year, and I wrote a book, and it's a book that I've been working on and editing, and I really love it, and I'm working on the process of self-publishing. So, but I have some things I need to do. I still have edits to make, so it's like I have my chapters, place to write in my chapters, and then check marks as I go, because I have basically the current edit, the changes I need to put in the computer, one more edit after, you know, it gets read again, and then the last bit of changes. And then down here, I'm going to basically put a checklist for anything else, like working on the cover, working on formatting, things like that. So that's what this is. I put together tracker pages. We'll see how well I use these. So I'm not always great with trackers. So these are the name of our plants. We name our plants, and they don't all need to be watered on the same schedule, but I always forget when I water things. So I put them here, the name of our plants, which, in case you're wondering, Andy, Mo, Olivia, Jade, and Harry are the name of our plants. That way I can just mark when I water them so I can remember. And then I put a couple extra tasks in there, and those may change, but at least track my plants. And then I went ahead and, you know, I didn't set it all up, but I stamped out, you know, the rest of the days. And then I have my beach packing list, which obviously I have not started doing, but I need to start working on this. And then I'm going to do like cleaning and purging, how often, stuff like that. Just some, you know, stuff I want to have handy. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm really excited about this change. I'm so excited about the size. I'm so excited about separating my journal and my planner again. I didn't realize how much I didn't like having them together. So because this is new and I only did the back planning and I wasn't sure how exactly I was going to use, like with the date covers and all that, I don't have anything written in for future months. I will go in after I kind of figure this month out and do that, because I do use my planner for, you know, like this is where I keep my calendar, because I'm notoriously bad about checking digital calendars. So it just doesn't work. So I have to have it written in here, but I didn't want to write the stuff down because I think I'm gonna use these date covers. It's a thing. But first, man, this is already really chatty. First, I do want to show you. So I decided to go ahead and subscribe to the journaling kit in Cocoa Daisy. And although I'm not going to use it in this, I thought that I'm going to show you what I have. So if anyone was curious, I have not dropped any of my, I want to get past the noise. I did not drop any of my other subscriptions yet, because I want to kind of get a handle on how I might want to use this and what I have left over. So what I could potentially drop. So it comes with a washi. Right now it's just like whatever washi they have left over. So I technically already have this washi. So there's that. It has this card which has journaling prompts, which I probably will not use, because I free journal with basically whatever's on my mind. That's what I write about. And then it has these vinyl? No. They're transparent stickers, so they're flat, which I'm really excited about. So these are primarily what I'm going to use in my journal. So because I'm using just astrology now, it won't have the date at the top. I'm going to use these to mark my date at the top. So I'm really excited about that. It has like these two vinyl papers that you can use as a full paper, or you can tear and rip it and use it however. And then here's the rest of the stickers. And then there's some alphas, so that's fun. I'm excited about these. I'll set this aside. And then it has these two. I love. I'm a sucker for rub-ons. So I'm so excited about these rub-ons. But it has 2 sheets of rub-ons, and I'm super pumped about this. This is the rub-on from the planner add-on. So I'll just actually put all of these in here and keep them together. I won't use them now. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that in case you were curious. And I think we can jump into this plan with me. So bear with me. It may be a little rough because I'm still trying to figure out how exactly to do it. And I obviously didn't have date covers in the past one. So now I'm just trying to figure out. In the past, these dot ones I was actually using in my meal planner. So what I did, which is also sitting right here, so I would use the dots here, the dot stickers, and then I would use like the bigger ones in my planner. But now that my planner is smaller, I actually put the bigger ones in here, which is just fine because this is an A5 Planner Perfect. And so it can handle the bigger ones. And then I could put the smaller ones that take up a little bit less room in here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and date this, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so they are still like pretty big for the size of planner that this is, but we'll try it out this month, and then if it's like that doesn't leave me enough room, I will just drop it for, I will not do it for next month. Like I said, I'm still trying to just figure out what I like, what I don't like, what works. I like to decorate still. If you notice that I have been decorating way less in my cousin, because I think I'm just overwhelmed by the space, and I'm finding that I don't really need all of that space. And on top of that, with the desire to separate my planner and journal again, it's just kind of added on to the desire to separate and try something different. So I'm hoping this works out really well. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about, I don't know, all of it. So I'm sure there are other people that are like me that are still trying to find their way a little bit. I do love the Hobonichi like paper, and I love the crinkle, and I love all that. I am excited about being able to play a little bit more in my journal, because right now I haven't had too much of a desire to write more than just the page worth. And I think some of that is because I feel like I'm also restricting myself, because I'm censoring myself a little bit for my journal, which kind of defeats the purpose of my journal. But by going to more of a free, you know, there's no major like, there's no dates already on there and all that. It gives me that freedom to write as much as I want, not write, do some watercoloring, whatever. And I just have that freedom again. I used to just like do regular journaling. I would take pen to paper, and that was it. But now I've really enjoyed doing more decorative journaling. Let me take off my sweatshirt, I'm getting hot. I have been enjoying more decorative journaling and adding pictures and doing all that. But yeah, so anyway, I'm excited to get those separated again. So here is I'm using this here, which I really liked. I do get the Hobonichi Weeks monthly, and I use it in, I have not set it up yet, but I use those in here. So I still need to set it up in here. And then I'll use some of those stickers for in here, like the functional stuff that I don't use in there. But I don't want to have that in both of these, I guess. So we're winging it. I wonder if I could use this to cut this. Yes, I can. So July should be a good month. There's not a ton going on. Our big thing is we have our trip to the beach. We weren't able to go last year. We had to cancel. But we are going this year, and I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. All right, so the question is, I have these, and I'm thinking about using these. I mean, there's really just the one 4th of July. We have to trim it down because it's obviously not intended for this planner, but we can make it work. We can make it work somehow, some way. Like I said, I'm kind of winging it. I don't know what I'm doing. So in the other month, so this month I put the to-do down here, but I don't want to do that. I kind of liked it here on the side. So I could get out the little to-do list. In other months I use like the bucket list, which is not really bucket list stuff. It's like it is actually to-do list stuff. Like go get my ring cleaned, and you know, it's nothing that's all that exciting. It's not bucket list worthy stuff. Here's the Hobonichi Weeks calendar page that I'm not using now. Trying to find that little tiny sheet that I seem to have lost. I wonder if I left it upstairs, because I certainly don't have it, unless I've gone crazy, which is possible. All right, let's see. Because I used to use, sorry, I'm going through it one more time. Oh, there it is. I found it. I used to use the July goals, but that's just going to be too big for right here. And although I like it, I don't think that's going to work. So we're going to let's do this one and just put it here, and then we'll make our to-do list here. I do have just, I don't know if I'm going to use these here. I might. I have my zig that I pulled, which is Island Coral. And then I pulled this highlighter to match the mild liner, which is gold. So that's what the colors I'm using to go with this kit. And I wonder, do I want to put the skinny washi along the top? I don't know. I'll think about it. I was thinking something for right here, something decorative. So let's go back through all the stuff. Normally I think I put a quote. I don't know if I'm gonna have a quote that's small enough to go there. We will look though. All right, I was looking, I also have been getting the Hobonichi. I've just been buying the calendar and then these Daisy Weeks sticker kit separate. I do have these deco that's a little bit smaller because it's intended. This I also use, I'll kind of use them both together. But I've been using that in my health planner. I mean, this one will fit. Sunshine on My Mind, I think, will fit. How big is Sunshine? No, Sunshine on My Mind will fit. Or Deep Summer is When Laziness Finds Respectability. I think that one might be a little too... No, that one will work. Let's go with this one. And do I want to put just a little something down here, or do we call it good or something? I do love this theme. I think it's fun. I don't think I want to go with a person. The flamingo's kind of cute though. I'm kind of tempted to do the flamingo. I wonder if there's a slightly smaller one, but I think they're the same height. Maybe slightly shorter. I might go with the flamingo because I kind of like the flamingo. Let's go with this flamingo out of the Daisy Weeks. Yeah, he's a little bit shorter. Let's go with this guy. And he can hang out here. And then I'll do I don't have a ton to put on my list. I say that now, and now I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff. Let's put this down here at the bottom instead of at the top, but add something here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add it right here. I hope everything's in frame. I probably could push my camera down just a little bit more. that it's a smaller planner, and I'll probably do that next time. This is too small to cut. Hold on. There's my ruler. It's a little bit heavier duty. Try not to cut my page because these pages are so thin. Okay. And then cut this edge. So, do you all have any big plans for, I almost said January. Well, I mean, I guess January, but since we're in July, or almost in July, do you have any big plans for July? I do. I need to write this down before I forget because I need to get my ring cleaned. I have one of those, like, if I get it cleaned and inspected every 6 months, then if I were to lose a diamond or need something fixed or resized, whatever, it's free. Which one of my big diamonds was once loose, and they fixed that, and then I've lost diamonds out of my little ring, which my husband gave me this. So I have 3 rings, they're soldered together. He gave me the 3rd one at our 10-year anniversary, but I have lost out of my original wedding band diamonds before, and they replaced it for free. So we don't want to not do that, and July is the month that we do that. So okay, so I think I can go ahead and start writing stuff in. I do want to check on something real quick. I do want to, so we have 2 birthdays this month. So let's cut this down. And there's 1 birthday. Kind of peel this up and put this down here at the bottom. It's a birthday on the 12th, my brother-in-law's birthday. And then my father-in-law's birthday is the 21st. Different sides of the family. Brother-in-law is married to my sister. My father-in-law is obviously my father-in-law. I actually have 3 brother-in-laws. That sounds weird because my husband has 2 brothers, and then I have a sister-in-law because one of the brothers is married, and then I have brother-in-law on my side where my sister's married to, and they've been married for since 2005. What is that, 19 years? They got married the same year I graduated from, not quite 19, 18, whatever. It's not for me to keep track of, it's for them to keep track of. They got married the same year I graduated from high school. If now you want to know how old I am, which I've already said because I'm turning 36 this year. 36. Oh gosh, I'm currently 36. I don't even know what's happening. This is what happens when I'm left alone without my kids and like the house is quiet. It's chaos. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and write in what I do have here. Okay, so I did write this on this sticky note. I wish they were smaller sticky notes, but that comes in the classified planner kit. Because they do, at AMC, they're doing a kids summer camp. I don't remember what it's called, where you can go see older kids movies for a lot cheaper. So they do them on Saturdays, and then they do it on Wednesdays. And like Saturdays is like $5 per ticket. Wednesdays is $3 per ticket. And I was thinking about taking my kids to see, we just went and saw the Paw Patrol. I was thinking about taking them to see The Secret Life of Pets on the 26th, but I don't know for certain that we're going to do that, so I don't want to write it down. Also, sometime in here, after we get back, we're going to be doing a Silver City trip. So And then also I think go to Wilson's Creek, which is a national park down in that area. Also this month will be school registration. So I'll need to do that and start back to school shopping because my kids start like the 10th maybe. I mean, they start pretty early. So I need to not drag my feet on that too much. So anyway, I think that's all I can think of for now. I'm sure I'll add more stuff later. I've been trying to like get through and do like cleaning tasks and stuff like that, but I'm not 100% convinced that I love the dots because they are just so big. Whereas this is definitely a much cleaner look without them. So I may not do them again in next month, but I definitely do like it. It's fun as a whole. And yeah, so next week I will do July because we have this vacation in the middle. Well, actually, I won't have videos for this week, the week of the 10th and the week of the 17th. I don't believe I'll have any videos those 2 weeks. So we'll have it like a 2-week break and I'll miss you dearly. But you will still be able to see how I'm going to be using it because I'll have videos next week. This is going up on the 29th. So yeah, and then, you know, I'll be back down here. You don't have to remember all that. It's okay. So, and I don't keep track of that, just FYI. I don't keep track of any of that in here. I actually have, sorry, my chair's squeaking. I have a tiny little, this is like a traveler's notebook, like passport size, that I just filled in, and I literally use that for Instagram stuff and for videos and stuff. Not that you care, but that's how I do that. That's why none of that, you ever see that in here. So, okay, I'm gonna stop rambling because this video has gotten very long. But there you go. This is what I'm using in July, and I'm super excited about the change. I'm super excited about separating my planner and my journal, and I'm super excited about getting into this. So that is all I have. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.